What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and we need to talk about a couple of stocks that are all very similar in some ways and very different in others. A bunch of these stocks have huge catalysts that could be taking them up higher, and we're going to talk about those. So the stocks that we're talking about are Sundial, SNDL, AMC, and BBIG. Okay, these stocks are similar in some ways that are very important. They're all not liked by big institutions. Big institutions like to short these stocks, and we're going to take a look at the short interest pretty quickly. But first, we will mention why they're actually on the rise today, okay? They are actually following the overall markets. The SPY is green in a big way. A lot of stocks are green in a big way because Russia and Ukraine have eased tensions. Russia pulled their troops away from the Ukraine. The Russian Defense Ministry spokesman said troops who had been posted near the border of Ukraine had completed their drills and have already begun loading onto rail and road transport and will begin moving to their military garrisons today. So you can actually see that all of these stocks are up. Sundial's up 2%, AMC is up 2%, BBIG is up almost 8% on the day. Now, all of these stocks have different things going for them in the future, and it's not just these stocks, I will point out, that are green today. It's actually pretty much the whole market. So the reason that these stocks are likely, I think, to potentially rise more than the overall markets in the short to near term is because I think they have different catalysts going for them, all right? Sundial obviously has big legalization catalysts looking ahead. AMC and BBIG are a little bit different. These are more movement-based stocks, and we'll talk about them all while looking at their short interest charts, okay? You can see a very similar trend for some of these stocks. This is the AMC short interest. You can see it's actually near record highs at the moment. Same thing for BBIG, okay? As this thing has had more and more time going on, we've seen more and more shorts coming into it, trying to push it down. Institutions do not respect these two stocks, and they don't respect Sundial either, right? This is the Sundial short interest chart, but what's different about Sundial is that at least institutions can wrap their heads around why Sundial might be going up in the future. Okay, we've seen legalization catalysts coming at us for some time. They're starting to look a lot more serious. Chuck Schumer, the Democratic Senate Majority Leader, has asked senators to help shape cannabis legalization and in a bill that he plans to file soon. So at least some institutions are starting to decrease their short interest, starting to cover their shorts on Sundial stock because they can fathom why Sundial might be going up, but they cannot fathom the idea of a stock like BBIG or AMC beating them, right? They can't fathom that retail is actually going to beat them. And I think that is potentially a mistake that they're making. With a stock like AMC especially, I think that this is the one that's really a movement-based stock that's been well established for quite a while. And while it has been pushed down as of late, most of this actually happened over the past 2 to 3 months during the huge market crash that we've been going on for a while, right? Even the S&P has been down as of late, and AMC is no exception. AMC has been getting pushed down. And once again, looking at the short interest, people have been shorting it more and more as we've been in a sell-off. So it does help to explain a bit why it's down more than the overall market. Now, with AMC, I think it's important to note that this one is by far the most popular of the 3 stocks. It definitely has the most potential to rally a big group of retail investors and buy into it just off of hype and off of love for the stock. If you look at this Google Trends chart, we've got AMC, Sundial, and BBIG being tracked here, and you can see that far more people are searching for this blue line, which is AMC, than are searching for the red and yellow lines, okay? Red and yellow are Sundial and BBIG. AMC has a much, much, much larger following. So there is some potential with it to pump up again, right? We've actually gotten down to pretty low values, very close to where we were before we actually had a massive pump up to $70. So we'll have to see what happens with AMC, but it is possible that a movement-based rally could take them up in a big way. Now, BBIG could also be moving up for different reasons, right? BBIG also is very hated by institutions. A lot of institutions have been shorting it. And so a lot of retail investors love it for that reason. They want to squeeze out some of those shorts. But BBIG actually has a catalyst that could be moving them up in the future, the Cryptide dividend. Now, this has burnt people in the past when they've delayed this dividend. And essentially, for those of you who don't know, it's a company that's going to spin off of BBIG or Vinco Ventures and is going to become a separate entity that you own based on how many shares of BBIG that you own. They're paying it out as a dividend. So the record date for this dividend is unknown, okay? The information is not available based on their most recent Form 10. We don't know when this dividend is coming out, but when it does, it's likely that a lot of people will generate some hype around BBIG and will want to be buying up shares of it so that they can have shares of Cryptide paid out to them in the form of a dividend. Now with Sundial, we once again have the legalization catalysts. And I am overall most bullish on Sundial because legalization presents the most clear opportunity for this stock to rise that we've had in a long time. Now, it's also something that we've seen happen in the past. If you look at the Sundial chart over the past 2 years, you can see that Sundial has moved up massively when there was legalization hype. And it's something that's likely to happen because a lot of people are talking about it. It's not just Schumer. Republicans are talking about this. Americans are talking about this. So we're likely to see legalization at some point in the near future. And it looks like some institutions are betting on that because we've actually been decreasing in short interest over the past couple of months. But that's mostly what I wanted to talk about with these three stocks, right? They've got different catalysts going for them. They all have potential opportunities in the future. The only two that I'm holding at the moment are Sundial and AMC. BBIG, I'd be more interested in buying into if we start to see some positive momentum to the upside based on when we get that cryptide dividend coming out, right? That's when I would be interested in getting in on BBIG because it isn't as established of a stock, right? It mostly had its big run up back in September, October, November. It's not nearly as well established as AMC as a meme stock, although there is still some potential for it to move up in a big way. So that's what I wanted to talk about with these three stocks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. I'm not recommending that anyone buy or sell any certain stocks, just letting you guys know my opinions and some of the news these stocks have going for them. So other than that, guys, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.